They're set to run. Off in the Marine and best into stride, Magical Factor. Ridden hard is Fire and Wine for the lead, driving up in the center. Away sharply, Cass in the inside, and just behind them is Yoshi as they go into the turn. Bricketto is second last in the early trailer. Yukon Striker out the stretch, and Casson away from the inside has come up to hit the front. Casson the leader, Fire and Wine is again eager to go on and challenge for that lead. A couple away now, Magical Factor takes the drop, is about 2 or 3 lengths away. Coming forward is Yoshi, and back second last, Bricketto, and the trailer is Yukon Striker. About 6.5 covers them. Yukon Striker starting to edge up from the back. Casson in front, Fire and Wine on the outside, testing Casson every step of the way as they go inside the 5/8. They're 3.5 to Magical Factor. One away Yoshi, wider on the track, Yukon Striker. Bricketto has some speed to target here and is sticking to the inside at the back. Showing the way at the half-mile, Casson by 3 parts in the Marine. Fire and Wine second. Right behind them, Magical Factor's only a length away. Another length to Yukon Striker as they bunch up. Yoshi getting back in the center, and up the inside, Bricketto has run. They go inside the 3/8 and Casson in front. Giving ground, Fire and Wine's dropped right out. Going to second, Magical Factor. Off the track, Yukon Striker, Yoshi, and the rail presents to Bricketto and is starting to wind up pretty well. But Magical Factor has gone up and joined Casson. They're out by about 3 lengths to Bricketto in the stretch, and Magical Factor getting out off the track in the lead. Casson kicks on, Bricketto trying to come after both of them. Magical Factor opens up, drifting about. Bricketto's making a good run now and weakening his Casson. Bricketto the danger, and Bricketto sprouting wings on the outside. Bricketto on the outer, and Bricketto's going to get up at the wire, just wins. Wins the Marine narrowly from Magical Factor. Casson, a gap away was Yukon Striker. 144.94. Has won the race, a fantastic performance in a 5th lifetime start. And now a 2-time winner and a stakes winner, trained by Julia Carey, raced by Dr. Ross and Brenda McCaig. Dr. Ross McCaig bred the winner, and it's success for Ryan Munger and Bricketto. The bay colt, 3 years of age, is by Vekoma from Colorino, taking an important lead up to the King's Plate.
How about the Manitoba bred, Bricketto and the Marine Stakes? Great to see the breeders with us. Dr. Ross McCaig, we've got Brenda McCaig with us. We've got the winning pilot. A Manitoba bred teams up with a South African jockey to win, that being Ryan Munger, and obviously Julia Carey doing a fantastic job with the horse as well. Let's first of all start off with the pilot because I know you have a busy day. I remember talking to you last year. You were very high on this horse. How satisfying is it to win this race here today with this guy?
Oh, it was a very satisfying win, to say the least. You know, I really thought he would enjoy the 2 turns, and I'm just very glad he showed that today at the races. And, you know, it was definitely his stiffest test, but he's passed it with flying colors, and I'm very chuffed with him today. I
want to go through your mind during the race because there was an honest pace up front, but it seemed like Kazushi was moving really nice. I don't think Kazushi stopped. I just think you kept on going.
Yeah, you know, I ended up in a very nice spot. The pace was on, like you said, and the favorite was in front. Behind him was Kasushi, who I thought was on the second favorite. And then it was me. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to try to do something funny and go around. And I just said, you know what, these are the 2 horses to worry about. I'm just going to try to beat them. And yeah, slowly but surely they all started to, you know, die off. And he had the 2 horses in front of him to beat. And he just plugged away doggedly and he got there at the line. It was very chuffed. I'm very chuffed with him. I'm also so glad that the owners are here on course. It made it 10 times better. To Julia, who's been good to me, thank you to her. And yeah, it's just a very satisfying win all around, so thank you to everyone.
I don't want to look into the crystal ball, but I think you might have your plate mount.
You know, you got to obviously take one step at a time, see how he pulls up. We still got a long time to the plate, but it's nice to have these sort of horses in your arsenal.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Jeff.
Let's talk to the guy that bred this beautiful animal. And how proud are you of this Manitoba bred to pull off this victory today?
Just unbelievable. He was, he's born in, my wife and I raised all our horses on our farm up until very recently, and he was born in, and we go out and we foal them out, and he was one of the last ones we've had at our farm, and fold him out and raised him there, and he was raised right till he was almost a 2-year-old and schooled and stuff before he went away to be broke. So he's 100% Manitoba bred. And we raised his mom down here. She won $200,000 and had this baby, and it's her 9th baby to the races, 9 winners, and this one's the best. And they always say, well, old mares, well.
Maybe they're just getting better, like a fine wine, right? Brenda, I want to ask you about the name, Brachetto. Okay. Where does that come from?
We name all of our horses after wine grapes. And if you're a bay horse or a dark bay horse, you're named after a red wine grape, which is Brachetto, which is an Italian red wine grape. If you're chestnut or gray, you get named after a white wine grape. But with, of course, the red wine grapes get used more often because there's more bays and dark bays than there are grays.
Well, I think the coach might want a glass of wine after this performance. Let's bring in Julia Carey right now. Julia, what about the 2 turns with this horse today? Any concerns, or you've been just aching to get this guy around 2 turns?
Well, I was following Ryan's lead, and he kept on convincing me this horse would get the 2 turns. I know he'll get the 2 turns, and his mom was a distance horse, and so he's got a little bit of speed from his dad, and it's all good. He's just a nice horse.
Enjoy it, everybody. So great to see. And the Manitoba bred factor on top of everything, that's just extra special.
Thanks, Jeff.
Congratulations to everybody. And to everybody watching in Manitoba, you might have a serious plate horse on your hand here with Brachetto.
Incredible payouts because Brachetto had been very formful at the track all along and has paid.